Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Porter Says podcast with your host and only host, Mr. Heath. Yep, you're looking at me. Now, who else would be here? So welcome to episode 7. I don't really know what I'm gonna be doing for this one. I've only just written a few notes down of I have a kind of a structure for this one. Okay, so in short, I do know what I'm doing, but it'll be just like the first 6. I'll be a little all over the place, sorry about that, yeah. So today I'm going to be talking about the How to Train Your Dragon live action. Thought I'd give my thoughts on that. I know it's a little late, but I figured I'd kind of similar to what I did when I reviewed Wicked last week in the previous episodes. I let it sit for a while and kind of, I just let it sit and kind of, have my thoughts be stored up in my head, so it wasn't just straight after watching the trailer. I've seen the trailer a couple of times now, and I've kind of gone through it to see, what I have to talk about, and and then I'm gonna do something I haven't done yet, which is a musical bracket. I know a lot of podcasts do brackets and stuff like that, and I figured I'd give it a go. So that'll be on my phone, and then as usual, talk about the movies I've been watching over the past few days, 3-4 days, however many I have been, and that'll be on my Letterboxd. And then, who knows, I could come up with other things throughout the episode. Other things will probably pop into my head. So let's start with the musical or music bracket first. I decided to do a Michael Jackson Madness song brackets, and there's a bunch of different songs that have come up that I have to click on to see which one I prefer. I know it's kind of weird to do it without someone here, and it's just me. If I had someone else here, it would probably be easier, but I'm doing it solo. So let's go. So the first 2 songs are Rock With You and Get On The Floor. Ooh, okay. That's tough. That's from his first solo album, I think. Yeah, hold on. Yeah, that's pretty much his first solo album, Off The Wall, which I think is probably the most underrated of his albums. That's tough. I'm gonna go Rock With You. I think that's the better song. So, Blood on the Dance Floor versus Bad. Ooh. I'm going with Bad. Blood on the Dance Floor is fun, but Bad's just more iconic. And I feel like his Blood on the Dance Floor album isn't as great as many of his others. Michael Jackson is my favorite artist of all time. I think I did say that in one of the previous episodes. So, and there's not a single album of his that I think is bad. No pun intended. Actually, that was not pun intended. Okay. I'm going to go with Bad on this one, though. Man in the Mirror versus Off the Wall. Son of a... Oh, God. That's tough. Let me know down in the comments what you would be choosing of these songs. And let me know your favorite, artists or artists, bands, favorite songs, all that. I'd be curious to see. I'm going with Man in the Mirror. Man in the Mirror just means more to me, I guess. So let's go with that one. Unbreakable or Beat It? Are you serious? Beat It. Easy. Unbreakable's alright, but You Are Not Alone versus Earth Song. Damn. Both are so powerful. Yeah, both are really powerful songs. I think I'll go with Earth Song, though. Just ever so slightly. Yeah, okay. Working Day and Night versus Billie Jean. Are you kidding me? I believe these are... No. Working Day and Night's off the Wall, and Billie Jean's off Thriller, which is probably my favorite album of all time, if you didn't know that. Well, you probably didn't. So this is the first time I'm mentioning it. It's my favorite album of all time. Easy. But Billie Jean for that one, for sure. Sorry if I do sound a bit funny. I've got a little bit of a cold. Not anything like bad, just kind of a little bit of a hiccup to deal with. Black or White versus You Rock My World. Damn. These are both bangers too. Okay. I'm going to go with Black or White. I'll be interested to see what song ends up winning this tier. They Don't Care About Us versus Don't Stop Till You Get Enough. Okay. Both songs are great for different reasons, I feel like. Don't Stop Till You Get Enough, which again is off the Wall, is like more of a fun, kind of funky, upbeat song, and They Don't Care About Us is a very strong and a very powerful song, a good message. And they're both great. I think I'm going to go with Don't Stop Till You Get Enough, really. I think that's the better song, even though They Don't Care About Us is fantastic, and it has a terrific guitar solo. Yeah, I'm going to go over ever so slightly. It's kind of hard to pick between some of these, though. Rock With You versus Bad. Oh, we're going back to the kind of the start of what I picked in the first. Okay. I'm going to go Rock With You on this one. Men in the Mirror versus Beat It. Ooh. I'm going to go Beat It on this one. Earth Song versus Billie Jean. That's easy. Billie Jean. You can't go wrong with that one. Black or White versus Don't Stop Till You Get Enough. Don't Stop Till You Get Enough. Let me know if you guys like want me to do more of these brackets, sorry. Because this is a lot of fun, actually. Rock With You versus Beat It. Okay. Beat It. Oh, honestly, it's a good one. Billie Jean versus Don't Stop Till You Get Enough. Damn. Billie Jean. It's just a classic, you know. Beat It versus Billie Jean. Son of a bitch. Damn. Billie Jean. Honestly, I feel like Billie Jean could end up winning this. I haven't seen Thriller yet. Where's Thriller? Jam versus Smooth Criminal. Smooth Criminal. That's just more iconic. So, here we go. Thriller versus Butterflies. Are you kidding me? As good as Butterflies is, Thriller. I was waiting for that to pop up. Dirty Diana versus Give In To Me. Are you kidding? Dirty Diana. It's great. Whatever Happens versus Remember the Time. Well, I don't know the first option. Well, okay, I've probably heard it. I just would not remember it. Remember the Time. Damn it. Shut up. The Way You Make Me Feel versus Scream. The Way You Make Me Feel. Come on. This is like... Threatened versus Human Nature. Human Nature. I don't even really remember the other one. So, Human Nature. That one's just so good. Human Nature, man. What a song. What a song. Who Is It versus Ben. I'm going to go with Ben. That's like one of his... That's early. Stranger in Moscow versus PYT. Damn. I feel like I should go Stranger in Moscow because it has like a lot of sentimental value. But I'll go with PYT just because it's more fun. Smooth Criminal versus Thriller. Thriller. Easy. Best song ever. Dirty Diana versus Remember the Time. I love Dirty Diana. The music video for Remember the Time, though, was really good, though. The Way You Make Me Feel versus Human Nature. The Way You Make Me Feel. Come on now. Although, you know what's funny? I do realize, I feel like I've picked the songs that are from that aren't off Thriller than I have picked off Thriller, because I did say the album is my favorite album ever. So, Ben versus PYT, and that's off Thriller. So let's go with that. Thriller versus Diana, or Dirty Diana. Thriller, that's easy. The Way You Make Me Feel versus PYT. Pretty Young Thing is what the... Thriller versus PYT. 2 songs off the same album. Okay, Thriller. Billie Jean versus Thriller. Oh, they're both so iconic, but Thriller just has something. Well, would you look at that? Thriller won the bracket. Who could have seen that coming? That was fun. I hope you guys enjoyed that, actually, because it was fun. If you want to do more of those, I will. If you don't, I'll keep doing them anyway. Alright, so let's move on to movies I have been watching over the past few days. I kind of like to update you guys on this, because this mostly is a film-based podcast. But, obviously I'll talk about like TV shows and music. I mean, I just did a music bracket, and I feel like I haven't talked enough about music in this podcast. So, alrighty. So, just gonna go from... So I've been watching a lot of Christmas movies. So I did rewatch Elf, because I do watch it every year. I watched Shrek the Halls again, because it's just really funny, and a good little Christmas special. I'll Be Home for Christmas from 1998 with Jonathan Taylor Thomas. So underrated. Does not get the respect it deserves. It's so good. And then I did finish the Shrek series, like the main movie series, by rewatching Shrek Forever After. I'm actually going to do a dedicated episode to the Shrek movies. You kind of already know my thoughts on 3, and I guess Shrek 1 and 2, but you don't know my full in-depth thoughts on all 4 of them, so keep an eye out for an episode about that. And then just a bunch of Christmas stuff, as it is December as well. Happiest Season, Unaccompanied Minors. I watched the Sabrina Carpenter Netflix special, like the Christmas one. I think it's a Nonsense Christmas. Home Alone 2, Lost in New York, and of course Christmas Chronicles Part 2, just last night. I enjoy every single one of those movies, and also, even though the Sabrina Carpenter thing wasn't a movie, I enjoyed all of that. 50 minutes long, but really fun. And you know my thoughts on Sabrina Carpenter. I think she's brilliant. Speaking of, actually, most recent news about her boyfriend cheating on her. That was not... Why on earth would he do that? Have you seen Sabrina Carpenter? Good Lord. Big mistake to do that. Big mistake, man. Come on. Why on earth would you do that? And this is kind of recent news. Was at least a couple of, more than a few days ago, but it's still recent. It's been all over TikTok and Instagram and stuff like that. Probably all over the news. Anyway. Okay, now, to the main thing, is my thoughts on the How to Train Your Dragon live-action teaser trailer. Now, when this was first announced, that they were making it, I was just like, really? Come on, guys. I am not going to budge when I say this, is that I think all 3 How to Train Your Dragon movies are the best DreamWorks films and the best animated trilogy ever. I'm not budging on that, no matter how many things you name. Not budging. So I was pretty this is so pointless. I mean, the only thing that at that point I was that was kind of keeping me from going, ugh, completely wanting to just go ugh, on that, was that it's DreamWorks and not Disney, because Disney's live action movies have, I've liked a few of them, but a few otherwise I'm just like, why are you making this? Like Snow White, like, okay, pointless. The original's a classic, so. But and then the casting for this How to Train Your Dragon one came out, and I was like, okay, I've seen these people act, they can do it. So, and the fact that one of the directors did the animated film, so that was gave him more hope. And then they released the first official image of Mason Thames as Hiccup, and I was like, okay, all right. Then they released the teaser trailer, and I was like, oh, this actually has the potential to be really good. Like, it's still pointless to make it, but I think it's gonna be good. I have so much more faith in it now. And I wasn't expecting that because, like, the first How to Train Your Dragon specifically, since this is, live action remake, the first How to Train Your Dragon animated movie means the world to me. It's just such a fantastic animated movie. Ever since I was I saw it twice in theaters when I was 9, and then I was 13 when the second movie came out, and I was about 18 when the third one came out. So I grew up quite a bit in between the three movies. So I kind of felt like I want to say grew up with these movies essentially, even though they were years apart from each other. But the first one means so much. But I do have so much more faith in this. I think the casting's great. Of course, there's been controversy about the actress playing Astrid, which I think is just stupid. People need to get a life and stop complaining. Who cares? As long as they can do a good job, then I'm fine with it. And this actress, what's her name? I feel really bad. She was in The Last of Us. She played the daughter in the beginning. Oh, God. I'm going to have to Google her name because it's really annoying me. But she was great in that. And I feel like she can, she'll do a good job. And Mason Thames can act. I think he's a great kid actor. Well, he's a teenager now, but he's a great young actor. He has a lot of talent. If you haven't seen, The Black Phone and stuff like that, he was brilliant in that. Nico Parker. There we go. Nico Parker. Okay. That makes sense to me. Yeah, she's going to be great. And then you got Julian Dennison, Gerard Butler coming back. You got Nick Frost and all that. So I have faith that this movie is going to be good. And it's my most anticipated for next year. Mainly because of how much the original movie means to me. And just because it looks fun. I guess that is going to wrap up this episode. I'm gonna think in the last episode I did put the link to my Letterboxd and also to my t-shirts on TeePublic. I would love to get some support on there as well on TeePublic. That could be also a good income. In terms of Patreon, I know I've mentioned this many times now, but I plan to probably when I get back from the cruise, which I leave in a couple of days, so I'm going to try and get this episode out on either Thursday or Friday before I go, and then there will be no new episode next week, just because I'll be on a boat, I'll be on a ship, going to these really nice places. So, yeah, I really hope you enjoyed this one and enjoyed my thoughts on everything, and hope you enjoyed the music bracket that I did. And I plan to do more music brackets, but also more brackets with TV shows and films and stuff like that. Yeah. So thanks so much for watching. Porter wasn't in this one again. I thought I told him to come up here, but again, he didn't listen because he's a moron. So I will catch you in the next episode, which again won't be next week. It'll probably be a week or two after. Yeah, I hope you guys have a really great day and solid rest of the week and weekend. Yeah. Bye-bye, everyone. Till next time, for the Porter Says podcast with your host and only host, Heath. Take care, guys.